आज ही डाउटनेट ऐप डाउनलोड करें। डाउटनेट पर होगा अब आपके सभी मैथ्स, केमिस्ट्री, फिजिक्स और बायोलॉजी डाउट्स का सफाया। बस अपने क्वेश्चन की फोटो खींचो, उसे क्रॉप करो और तुरंत वीडियो सोल्यूशन पाओ। डाउनलोड नाउ।
Okay, so hello everyone. Now this question over here is an assertion reason type question. So the assertion has been given to us that all the carbon atoms in this particular compound are sp2 hybridized, and the reason for the same is that in this molecule all the carbon atoms are attached to each other by double bonds. So let us begin with the solution. First of all, let us revise how do we calculate or how do we find out the hybridization. So for that, let me write hybridization. Okay, so we know that hybridization can be found out by counting the number of sigma bonds. So counting number of sigma bonds. So if we have, let's say if we have 4 sigma bonds, that means in we know that carbon has the valency of 4, so it can at max form 4 bonds, and if all the 4 are sigma, then the hybridization will be, let me write, the hybridization will be sp3. Why sp3? Because there are 4 sigma bonds. The first one will contribute for the s and the rest 3 for the p. So p3, sp3, first one for the s, the other 3 for the p, so sp3. Now similarly for 3 sigma and 2 sigma case, let me write. So for 3 sigma it will be sp2 with the same logic, and for 2 sigma it will be sp. Now in this question, the question that has been given to us, let us draw this diagram and try to calculate or try to find out their hybridization. So let me draw the structure of this. So it is C double bond H, H, C double bond C, hydrogen, hydrogen, and over here this one has no hydrogen. So now we just need to calculate the sigma bonds. So the bonds that I'm highlighting now are sigma bonds. So we know that the first bond formed between the carbon and carbon is sigma, and the second one is pi bond. So this upper bond is pi, so we don't have to count this pi bonds because we know that they don't participate in hybridization, only sigma bonds participate. So over here we have 1, 2 and 3 sigma. So let me write 3 sigma. Over here we have, for this carbon, middle carbon, we have 1 and 2, so only 2 sigma, and for this third carbon we have again 1, 2 and 3 sigma. So now according to this table we can see that the ones with the 3 sigma will have sp2 and sp2 hybridization, but this middle carbon, since it has only 2 sigma bonds, its hybridization will be sb. So from here we can see that the assertion is wrong because the middle carbon has sb hybridization, hence this assertion is wrong. Now coming to the reason is correct because it is saying that in this molecule carbon atoms are attached to each other by double bonds. So we can clearly see in this structure that carbon atoms are attached by double bonds. So the reason is definitely correct. There is no point that the reason can be wrong. So from here we can see that option D is correct, which says that assertion is not correct but the reason is correct. So I can write option D is correct. So with this we complete our solution. Thank you.
क्लास 6 से 12 से लेके नीट, IIT, जेईई मेंस और एडवांस के लेवल तक 10 मिलियन से ज्यादा स्टूडेंट्स का भरोसा। आज ही डाउनलोड करें डाउटनेट ऐप या व्हाट्सएप कीजिए अपने डाउट्स 8400 400 400 पर।